The last con that I would say about these microphones is this logo right here.
Bad thing number one.
No
You're just
logo.
gonna see that big fat white logo.
Logos are everywhere.
Simple fix, what I did is I actually took some paper tape or gaff tape and I just put it on there.
Trying to do something different on my channel today.
My two microphones sound different from each other. That's right.
Moment.
Some people think that the mics sound different. That might be true, but that hasn't been my case, and it hasn't been an issue with EQing.
Might be true, might
And you
not
can
be
see
true.
from this image that the frequency response of these mics is different.
That's obvious.
Check, check. Let me see. Check, check, check. Nope, that's not it. Check, 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 check. There we go.
Bad thing number two. No native app.
Stable.
Pretty intuitive.
You might find some difficulty, and yet you are quite sure of the fact.
So I contacted my contact at DJI, said, hey, my contact at DJI, said, hey, this doesn't sound right. Am I doing something wrong?
And it's a lot cleaner.
What's going on?
Yeah,
They went
gaffer
back,
tape.
took it to the engineers. Engineers reviewed it for a few days.
But I found other people online that have the exact same problem.
When connected via Bluetooth.
Ich habe mich jetzt im Livestream das DJI Mic 2 angeschlossen am Pocket 3.
He was trying to
When
do
you
a
do the
live stream
backup
with a
recording
pocket.
on the DJI Mic 2 transmitter, when it's hooked up in this way, for some reason, the file doesn't work on the backup recording.
When you're dealing with wireless technology,
When connected to
there's
a
a
different
lot of
camera.
factors, because this signal is not plugged directly into this equipment.
Estamos diciendo una frase y decimos hola, ¿cómo estás? En el receptor
¿cómo
llega
estás?
hola, ¿cómo estás? Pero en la memoria interna de este grabador se va a escuchar hola, ¿cómo estás?
Hola,
So you can see
Costas.
how much different this sounds because it's doing this
Costas,
auto noise reduction on the microphone.
When it's connected via Bluetooth, it actually will work on phone calls as a microphone, but not for your camera or any apps.
We take wireless for granted in a lot of ways.
Check, check, check.
1, 2.
I have no clue what is happening in this video.
Ich hoffe, dass der Ton jetzt deutlich besser ist.
He hopes the sound is better now.
I know some
yeah?
people are going to say, hey, you're only testing it in your studio environment. The truth is that I've tested this throughout New York City over the past
forgot
month.
the
And New York
cable
City's got to be
connecting
the
between
craziest,
camera
busiest, most
and
noisiest,
receiver.
wireless congested space that you can test a wireless microphone.
Nice
If it didn't perform
illustration.
here, I would have known already.
They came back and said, we think it's a bug, and we are going to fix it with a firmware update.
However, I would love to see this UI expanded to an app on a phone.
When I remove it from paired with the Ace Pro and connect it back to my Pocket 3, the backup recording works again.
And my receiver turned off while I was listening, and I don't know why.
One thing that I've always promoted these microphones, and by the way, I got one more issue.
One more issue. Yeah.
So I have 3 of these.
So that's where we're at right now.
Which is absolutely nuts.
So what's the conclusion? We focused on what we can test and prove, and with 100% certainty, you should know if you like the DJI Mic 2 now.
So there's something weird going on where this is working as a Bluetooth connected wireless transmitter for the Ace Pro, but the backup recording on it does not work.
So again, I'm not sure if I'm doing something wrong here. I thought, did the battery just die or whatever? And I turned it back on, it had full battery. So
For everybody else, without a shadow of a doubt, we know that DJI is going to drop a firmware update. And that firmware update will fix any issues that people are having. If they got a bad copy, they're still within their return window. So there's no
really
reason
nice
for people to be
conclusion,
blowing
yeah.
this out of proportion. It is a new product, and that's sometimes the way that new products launch.
In future videos, I will go even more into details of each individual microphone. You can then find these reviews via my constantly expanding playlist
Yeah,
for direct
I'm also going to
microphone
do a
comparison
review
with
on the
all
DJI
those
Mic 2, of
Sony
course.
cameras
It's
equipped
already-
with such
I'm
type
working
of
on it, yeah.
connection.